Welcome everybody. It's official. Now we're going live. This is a special event with Goflow and the Walmart team. I have Neil here and Akari from the Walmart team. It's the Ship with Walmart feature and the world we're going to be covering today. Any of you that are selling on Walmart, it's extremely important for you guys to know these features are available for you and the benefits of the features. If you are just wondering about Walmart, learning the ropes and interested in it, it's good that you know beforehand. Hopefully you'll have the right setup early on. But without further ado, I'm gonna give it to Neil. He's gonna start from his side, explaining the whole world and scenarios, and then we get deeper and deeper into more examples, how it all feels and looks like, especially if you're doing it on the GoFlow side, if you're a GoFlow user. So, Neil, take it away.
Yeah, awesome. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are. Happy Tuesday. I'll be chatting through just to introduce myself. My name's Neil. I work on the Walmart side of things, and I work in program management, particularly with the Ship with Walmart team, focusing on a few different components, including seller protections and just Ship with Walmart overall. So basically, what we'll do is kind of walk through Ship with Walmart as a whole, how this might be able to help you as a seller and some of the details there. So next slide, please. And for those of you that don't know, Ship with Walmart basically enables sellers to purchase USPS, UPS, and FedEx shipping labels at our Walmart carrier negotiated rates, which end up being 60% cheaper than the market rates. So definitely a really good opportunity as a seller to help improve the seller fulfilled side of things when you're shipping and purchasing those labels. So by leveraging Walmart's global shipping partners and carriers, sellers can create labels in Seller Center through the API, offering just a simple, fast, and overall integrated experience. So some things that we'll kind of chat through the next few slides will be around cost savings, obviously, performance improvements, and seller protections. Um, so like I said, you'll get access to Walmart negotiated rates. And on average, we see a savings of $1,500 per week in shipping costs. Obviously, these savings can vary depending on the shipment volume on Ship with Walmart, but that is our average, and we are seeing 60% cheaper when it comes to those shipping labels. So, not only do you get the cost savings, but also the performance improvements. We really want sellers to, be striving to that, perfect seller score. So you get on-time delivery protections for late deliveries. These protections have typically resulted in a 6.4 increase in the on-time delivery rate for the sellers, when they ship on time. So this is really exciting to kind of protect that on-time delivery score. And also sellers using Ship with Walmart have a VTR of nearly 100%. It's 99.9%. So that not only helps, meet your performance requirements, but ideally it also, delivers what we want is a better customer experience at the end of the day. So we have strong adoption of Ship with Walmart through the year, and the shipment volume has tremendously increased just during this last year alone. So there's more to Ship with Walmart. That's not all. So we'll head to the next slide. But we did launch seller protections, which is really exciting. And we launched this earlier in September to our broader seller base. But basically, our on-time delivery protections for late deliveries. These protections have typically resulted in that 6.4% increase on the on-time delivery rate, and that VTR protection as well. But you get up to 100% in coverage with optional additional coverage available for $500 as well. So you get that automatic package protection. And so we've heard a lot of the concerns from sellers just in terms of the increased cost due to lost packages. So we want to prioritize that ask. And we've been working pretty tirelessly over the last year as we piloted this program for seller protections and launched it, in conjunction with our carrier partners. So it's definitely a really exciting time, and it's obviously really nice for having that automatic coverage as well. So definitely really excited. That's something that I've been on the forefront of seller protections and helping this program launch. And we've still got a long ways to go in terms of continuing to get seller feedback and pushing it forward to grow even further from that standpoint. So just to add in more convenience for sellers, we'll also auto file carrier claims on behalf. So you no longer have the need to contact the carriers. That'll be kind of handled through us. And we'll also handle customer reimbursement. So Overall, it gives you a greater visibility and just overall transparency in terms of what claims have been processed and what's been pending. And that lives within the claim dashboard within, the Seller Center. So it's definitely a really exciting time for seller protections and just overall giving you more time in your day to focus on what matters most in terms of, working through your orders from that standpoint. Next slide, please.
Before we advance, once again, I just want to be a little bit of a surrogate for the sellers you're watching. So this is great stuff because built in, there's a few mechanisms to really provide a better experience. So just to repeat, up to $100 coverage per order, and if needed, there's additional coverage probably with the cost of up to 500, right? So if you're selling something that's jewelry for over $300 or $400, if you need that expanded coverage, you can do it. The automatic claims, so that's a secondary layer where if anything happens on the carrier side, all the headache goes to Walmart. So not only that we're saving on the shipping labels, we're also getting the nice coverage in terms of recovery and refund and reimbursement, but you also take care of that footwork. But where do you file it? You go to a seller center? How do you bring in the process?
Yeah, it's within Seller Center. You can file a claim and then you can easily seamlessly track through your claims dashboard, just like the overall progress in terms of just, when that money is debited back to you as well. So,
I love that. Yeah, I love that layer.
mhm.
Just being a former seller myself, doing a lot of volume, I remember those pain points where I used to pay a little bit extra to get, to around the $100, let's call it, and then also at the at signature, just as another. So all these costs layered up, but and then when I still had issues, and then I had to waste all this time with my team to call it in and figure it out. And once I get a check, I got a deposit check here. It's kind of a streamlined. It's a turnkey, so I wish I had that back then, but. Better now than ever. Okay, plus you're saying there's a little bit of feature here where you can do it in bulk, so that's pretty cool to do that scale. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the option for single or up to 50 labels purchased at once. And did you know that pro sellers receive exclusive ship with Walmart discounts? So 25% off labels for 2-day shipping and 10% off for 3-day shipping. So these savings are automatically applied. You don't need to do anything. That's already on top of, our advertised 60% cheaper rates as well for labels. So we really want to, reward, strong seller performance. And this is a great way to get started with, that aspect of it. So we want to, consistently recognize and deliver that in meeting high standards for on-time delivery, low cancellation, responsiveness, fast shipping, all of those great things. And we want to help meet those expectations through discounted labels and built-in protections. So definitely really exciting to have this opportunity to take advantage of this discount. Um, so for new sellers, Ship with Walmart can serve kind of as a shortcut to pro seller success. You can overall just help improve your delivery performance and reduce costs and achieve, Walmart's highest seller recognition. So we want to be there along the way with you and help you grow as a seller from that aspect from a performance standpoint.
so let's see if I get this straight. So you're saying when you sell it, because this might be, even though it might be, we might have really savvy, experienced, seasoned sellers here, Walmart sellers, just to make sure everybody understands. When you sell on Walmart, you kind of have two statuses, I guess, regular status, but if you perform really well, you reach the status of pro seller. Okay, you're not just born with this status on Walmart. You have to kind of build yourself into that. And once you're in that status, in addition to all the regular ship with Walmart savings, you get extra, let's call it layers of discounts, which is 25% off for 2-day and 10% off for 3-day. So I want to be clear, it's not as you go to ship with Walmart, it's going to be built in. It's only if you're a pro seller. And the good news is that utilizing ship with Walmart helps you to become a pro seller. Did I understand that correctly, Neil?
Yeah, yeah, worded very well. Yeah, they kind of work in tandem with each other. Obviously, Ship with Walmart is a tool to help improve your business from a financial standpoint, but overall from a performance standpoint, we want to make sure that we're serving the customers as best we can and helping you out grow and scale your business as you continue to grow as well. So overall, just tools to kind of help simplify that aspect.
I want to touch on that aspect of pro seller where if you're not a pro seller yet, but using ship with Walmart, the reason it's kind of helping you is because any issues with these orders, and if you use ship with Walmart, it doesn't scratch your matrix. So you're able to kind of grow out into the pro seller status. And of course, once you're on that pro seller status, and you want to maintain it. Once again, ship with Walmart provides that aspect as well because once again, all you're kind of outsourcing almost a lot of the pain and headaches and the costs into Walmart, and they're kind of embracing that and creating this triple win where hopefully the most important thing the customer gets really, fast shipping and reliable shipping, all that stuff, and any issues they're able to deal with Walmart, and then any issues for you, you deal with Walmart, and Walmart this way kind of makes everybody happy. So I think it's a nice alignment to have in place for the marketplace.
Absolutely. Well
Okay.
said. And yeah, and in case you missed it, we did launch a new shipping calculator within our Seller Center portal. So within just a few clicks, sellers can compare basically the estimated rates between different carriers and shipping speeds. So this makes it really easy to grow your business and increase customer satisfaction just by choosing the best option for each package. So there's steps here. And we'll have obviously like some follow-ups as well in terms of links that you can access to help make things simpler to understand. But there's 4 steps here in terms of going to your Walmart settings page, selecting domestic or international, and then you can specify the package type, and then you can compare rates right then and there. So ideally, we kind of want everything to, be easy to access, easy to understand, and easy to see when it comes to whether it's the claims, the shipping calculator. We just want to make sure that you're able to see and understand what's going on in your business. And then we have a testimonial from one of our sellers, Ying from Designer Living, who basically I mentioned that Ship with Walmart has helped balance speed and cost with reliable carrier coverage and seller protection. That gives them the peace of mind at Designer Living. So we're really excited to get some positive feedback so far, and Ying was nice enough to kind of share that testimonial. So hopefully we'll have many more coming soon. And then, yeah, we want to be as resourceful as possible. So we have set up our own domain for Ship with Walmart. So this is something to where I have access to this inbox, but you can contact us at SWW at Walmart.com should you have any questions or support related requests as it comes to Ship with Walmart. So we've got a good team here supporting you, and we're really excited to get the ball rolling and just help out in any way that we can.
Nice. I do want to mention, guys, that you have a Q&A option within Zoom here if you're watching this live. So any question, thoughts, ideas, any issues, feel free to run those in so we can address them. And once again, this SWW at Walmart.com is kind of a new configuration they created just for you. So you have a place to be in touch with the team. And of course, if you need to escalate, you got Neil, make sure you got, utilize Neil. No worries. He's very friendly. He's very outgoing. And yeah, I think the feedback is important. You had the feedback from Ying. That's nice for everybody to see. But of course, bring the feedback to Neil and the team so they can, maybe with more suggestions so they can improve it really for you guys as well. So keep in mind it's a relationship, not just take it or leave it situation. It's a relationship that I think the team here with SWW is very hungry and eager to create with you guys. So hopefully that's impactful for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can scan these QR codes for access to our Learn guides on the right, as well as the just overall Walmart Marketplace website. But yeah, like we discussed, this email is always open in terms of accessing and reaching out to us, whether it's feedback with your Ship with Walmart experience. We're continuing to kind of garner this feedback and put it into our roadmap in terms of how we shape our products and experiences for all of you sellers. So really appreciate you all taking the time today to come to this meeting to hear us out. And then we'll kind of head towards the demo here with Yoni.
Yeah. Thank you very much. As I head into kind of my situation here, because now we kind of understand that I guess the 30,000 feet view and a little bit more of the pixel view on the ship with Walmart options. We're gonna head into Goflow because if you guys are watching this, a good chance that most of you, if not all of you, are Goflow users. I'm gonna show you around how to actually apply this very easily within Goflow. But before that, I'm just gonna jump into a question we have here from Jamie. And once again, any questions you guys have, feel free to bring them here. We'll address them. He's asking any recommended third-party WMS apps that can leverage ship with Walmart. So I'm not sure, but we can maybe do some more exploration outside of this event and reach back to you. I don't have it on the top of my head, but I'll put it this way: if you're using Goflow, then we have an open API that can connect to any WMS and facilitate all of that if needed. So at least I can answer to that. Okay, so let's continue on my side, and of course Neil and Akari, if you have thoughts and suggestions on our world, feel free to join as well. Okay, so most of you guys will probably know what Goflow is, but just in case you don't, simply put, we're an MCOS, which is a multi-channel operating system. So whether you're selling on a single channel or multiple channels, we have more than 250 channels and integrations that we can help you and enable you to do all these functions, which are the following. Of course, you got all these functions. You can use Goflow for all of them or some of them. It's up to you, but it's not a problem. But keep in mind, you can do forecasting, right? Whatever you need to kind of purchase in order from your suppliers. And once you do the forecasting, you can actually go into the phase of the purchase orders. You can kind of bring them in and do them from within the system. And as you have the purchase order, you're able to receive the inventory against the purchase order with the Goflow and update all your listings across all the channels in real time. So you got a container of 10,000 units that you just received it. All of a sudden, boom, it receives it within Walmart and other channels that you guys are selling on in real time, which is really cool. And of course, if everything's plugged in correctly and all the quantities are updated correctly, you're going to get all these orders coming in from all these channels. So as you have all these orders, you can use Goflow to fulfill them and ship them if you want, and or you can streamline them and flow them into other systems that you use. If you have an OMS, orders management system, if you have a 3PL that has an OMS or a WMS, which is a warehouse management system, it's very flexible on the way you flow it within Goflow. So it's up to you to decide how you want to set it all up. But whatever it is, we'll support you with that. And of course, returns. If you have any customer returns, anything like that, you do within the system. And lastly, analytics. What happened today? What happened yesterday? A week ago? A quarter ago? Year over year? All these things. That's kind of in a quick nutshell, Goflow, the reality of things. But now let's get more into the weeds here with Ship with Walmart. Okay, so once again, if you're using Goflow, this is how you do it. If you're not using it yet, feel free to join us. Later on, I'm going to show you how you can do it free of charge. We have a way for you to start everything for free, which is really cool. Okay, so when you visit Goflow, you go to the directory area and you go to shipping carriers. Okay, you go to shipping carriers, you're gonna click on new, and you're gonna scroll down, you're gonna see we have the ship with Walmart option for you. So you click that, you open it up, right? And after you did that, you go once again to Goflow, you go to directory, you go to stores, and you make sure you choose the Walmart marketplace store that you set up already and connected within Goflow. And once you're in, you click on the shipping option. And then once you're in the shipping option, it will show you the carriers that you're already integrated with for that marketplace store, which is Walmart in this case. You see you have UPS already, you might have Postal, USPS, United States Postal Service, and then you might have a FedEx account, which is all great and good, and you have your own rates or rates of others, it's all good. But here comes the magic. Here's where you basically are able to choose the drop-down menu, and after you added and connected by, ship with Walmart option, you just choose it. Once you choose it as a carrier, you see, you kind of choose, it's integrated, choose as a carrier. On the warehouse side, you can really define which warehouses, if it's all of them or specific ones that you want to use. And then, of course, your account will be the Walmart by shipping account for paying for the labels. And then you can basically have Ship with Walmart include all shipping methods, which I recommend doing because you want to get the best rates and the best time frames and get those savings. So that's in a quick nutshell how you plug it all in. Well, once it's in, I want to show you guys a real example of how it feels and looks like and the savings that it can bring you. So in this case, we have a real example. We kind of blurred out all the critical data here to keep things private. But as you can see, there's a package here is 2 pounds, and these are the dimensions. And then this is the offer from the carrier. FedEx is a carrier, and you see this is from December 3rd. That's when it needs to be delivered, okay? Or that's when this option is to be delivered on December 3rd, and the quote is $7.82, okay? And then this is kind of before, right? And this is after. This is actually if you do the scroll, use the drop-down menu and click Ship with Walmart, you can check out this offer that they're giving you. Once again, same carrier, which is FedEx, same delivery day, which is December 3rd, what you want, right? You want to have a quick delivery here, and it's $5.95. So this real live example from last week, basically from one of our users, you see that it's 24% cheaper and lower, right? So you get $1.87 savings. So imagine this is one order, but what if you have 1,000 of those or 10,000 of those or 100,000 of those per year? That is a lot of margin that you save and you bring it back to your pocket, which I think is really, really exciting. So that's how it kind of feels and looks like within Goflow when you use it as a system. Neil, Akara, any thoughts, ideas on this?
Yeah,
No?
yeah,
No? Okay,
looks
good, good.
great.
All right. Chelsea, did we get any questions so far? I can't see because I'm sharing my screen. Let me take a look. I don't see it, but that's okay. I assume there's everything is good to go. Let me just continue then. All right, so a little bit on the Goflow side. Obviously, keep in mind that we can connect you to all the marketplaces. That's on the API level, but also one piece. So if you're selling on Walmart, we can help you with that. If you're selling to Walmart as a vendor, we can help you with that as well, and many other channels, plug and play. These are kind of the myriad of channels that we have. But as you join Goflow, it's really all about onboarding, connecting, and then you start selling, and then hopefully expanding to more channels that once you get the hang of it, and then of course reach success. And this is another layer of value I wanted to share and add with you. So just a kind of quick recap here. So you learn about the Ship with Walmart program. You realize that you have all these savings built in. You have all these protections built in. It helps your matrix. And once you help your matrix and you can reach a pro seller level status, you get even more discounts and more savings. But in addition to all of that, if you're not at Walmart yet, which I think you should, because it's just too big to ignore, let's put it this way, and you owe it to your brand and your inventory to be offered on this platform. This is a special offer that they're kind of giving you. It's called New Seller Savings, NSS. Okay, New Seller Savings, where you can get up to $75,000 in savings when you start selling on Walmart, which I think is really cool and unique. So check this out. First of all, when you sell on Walmart, you'll get 30% off from your first $50,000 in revenue. They call it GMV, gross merchandise value. And then from the next tier, from the 51,000 all the way to 750,000, you get 75% off your referral fees, selling fees, no matter which category you're in, your electronics, jewelry, whatever it is. It works, in that kind of scale up to how much is here? We're saying it's whatever it is, right? These brackets. So I guess it'll be all in 75,000. So most of the gravity will be here, but the next layers of gravity are these two. So if you want to try WFS, Walmart Fulfillment Services, you'll get 25% off fulfillment fees and 50% off storage fees up to the 75,000 quota. And then Walmart Connect, that's really if you advertise on Walmart, you get $1,000 in free credits for advertising, which is a nice bonus to have. But over here, I want to kind of highlight that you can use a hybrid mode of SWW and WFS as a backup, meaning if you guys are really more a native to fulfilling the orders yourself, you can have that as a first layer and use Ship with Walmart. And then if you guys want, you can use basically allocate some inventory and send it to Walmart Fulfillment Services as a backup. So if you ever run out of stock for whatever reason, or you can't even, for whatever reason, you have a shutdown day for whatever reason, you can have a backup with WFS where you never miss a beat. You never miss a sale. It could work also the other way around. You can have your first layer as WFS and secondary layer you're shipping yourself and using the Ship with Walmart rates and savings. So yeah, that's all available to you if you're kind of joining Walmart for the first time. Keep in mind that if you're already on Walmart, but you want to create another Walmart account for another brand that you own in your portfolio, if you're launching a new brand, use this offer. Use the savings. You can do it. It's not a problem at all. So once again, be prudent when using all these opportunities. And if you want to do it, this is where you visit. You can scan this code or just visit goflow.us/Walmart to clip the NSS, the new seller savings offer. Okay, that's the first thing for you guys to remember here. The second thing is this is what I mentioned earlier. If you're not selling on Walmart yet, and now you have this offer to save, great. And then now you want to basically also use Goflow, and you want to use it for free, and you also want to implement Ship with Walmart, which I showed you, you can use Goflow Core. This is our new offering. It's a free tier that you can use up to 500 orders per month. And all you got to do is visit goflow.us/Yoni-core or just scan this QR code and you'll be able to get started right away. So once again, I would say that first make sure to use NSS to open your Walmart account. And of course, if it's already open, no problem at all. Then you just open your Goflow account, connect to the Walmart store, and then connect to the Ship with Walmart, and you're good to go. All of this, if you know what you're doing, should take you anywhere between 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you're really kind of slow. And if you have issues, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Neil from the Walmart team. We're all here kind of to embrace you and hug you to make sure that it's as simple as possible for you to reach your target audience for your product and have a good experience for them, but also save as much as you can so you can have the best margin possible on your adventure with this marketplace. And this is a little bit of a bonus. It's an ebook that we created with our great content writer Chelsea, who is also around here. This is kind of a quick book about really how to scale without chaos. If you were wondering about multi-channel, what it's all about, what are the fundamentals? Because for many sellers, sometimes it might feel chaotic, scary, the unknown. It could be if you're really going at it like one-on-one with each channel. But if you have a software technology partner that can make it all simplified for you, so you have kind of one single login to take over all these marketplaces and run your empire, it's all available for you. But it will kind of go over the fundamentals to make sure that you understand what it's all about if it's really right for you, it's really right for your product mix, for your business model, stuff like that. So you can check it out. Just visit goflow.us/ no dash chaos. Okay, so now we're gonna reach into support or help, whatever it is that you guys need. Of course, if you need support and help on the GoFlow side, you have kind of three options. You can reach out to me directly. You can also reach out to Chelsea. She's also here in this event. She's on the panel side. And of course, support. If you're already using GoFlow, you have issues, stuff like that, questions, you can feel free to also reach out to the support team that we have. So now I'm kind of gonna leave it up to you guys, for asking questions, if any. If not, I'm gonna bring up a few FAQs, frequently asked questions that we kind of assembled together for you guys to consider. So take a moment or two to ask what you want. But in the meantime, I'm gonna flip Neil with the first kind of question that from the FAQ. So hopefully you're ready. Neil, you good? Sound is working?
Yeah, yeah, sound is working.
Nice. So the first question is kind of, are there any additional or hidden costs if you're using Ship with Walmart, either from the Walmart or GoFlow costs, if any?
No, no, there's no like any contracts from that aspect. Obviously, you'd be purchasing the labels, and then for seller protections, past $100, there's some tiered pricing if you want to protect past that $100 mark, but no additional costs outside of that,
And
or
that
shouldn't be
extra
any.
layer, if you want to expand, let's say your product, like we mentioned earlier, is $300. And so you need to expand the coverage from 100 to 300, that $200 dollar delta. You pay it within Ship with Walmart to Walmart, or you pay it to the carrier?
It will be through Ship with Walmart, so you can basically purchase that additional protection directly from that aspect. So,
But essentially, we're kind of paying Walmart, right? Because if there's an issue, we
mhm.
go to Walmart, you guys take care of us and provide that
Yeah,
credit for the $300, yeah?
correct. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, next question here. So by activating SWW, does that lock me into just using these kind of rates, or can I still shop for rates from other providers in real time? I think I kind of show that, but feel free to address it.
Yeah, our shipping calculator will display how our rates stack up against the carriers and competitors. So within there in that shipping calculator, you should be able to view the price differences.
In other words, you kind of there's flexibility to keep all the options open. So it's never kind of you start with us, you're locked with us, and that's the only way. So it's flexible, yeah?
Yep. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so here's another one. So, what if a seller purchases a shipping label via SWW, but then you need to cancel the label later on because of an issue, an error, maybe a typo, whatever it is. So you need to cancel it, right? So, and then the shipping label never got used, right? Never got utilized or anything like that. Never got scanned by the carrier. Can it be refunded, returned? And if it does, how? How does that work?
I'm not familiar with the refund process, so I can definitely follow up on that. I just don't want to misspeak on the call per se, but I can get whoever asked that email and follow up with you directly. But I'll just make sure from that aspect that we get your question answered.
Okay, appreciate that. We have here a
Mhm.
question. If let's say I'm reading this, but I'm trying to interpret this also. So, could a seller connect to SWW through their own API? So let's say I'm a seller, I had created my own kind of setup for or managing orders. Is there an API, option for any kind of I want to call random seller, but any kind of seller to come in and connect via
Yeah,
API?
we have API documentation that we can send out from that aspect in terms of how that connects and how that works. So there is a specific section within our Walmart support articles that covers the API connection. So
So in other
can
words, there
definitely
is an
provide
open
that.
an open API trail to get
Hmm.
into this and having more customization if needed.
Hmm.
Nice, got it. Okay, next one here is so basically, is there a way to use SWW to pay for a return shipping label for Walmart customer returns? So let's say I do apparel, right? And typically, sometimes a customer might buy a few sizes just to make sure they can land on the one that fits them the best, and then they want to return the other unit or two units. So, what's the options when it comes to returns and return shipping labels?
Yeah, we do have a returns team. Sorry, can you repeat the question? I just want to make sure I heard it correctly.
Yeah, so I sold two units, let's say, on Walmart. So one of the units the customer wants to return because I'm selling apparel. So there's a medium and large. So the medium fits, they want to return the large. Is there a way to create a return shipping label for the client to keep those savings on the way back for that unit inventory unit to go, coming back to me?
Yeah, I believe there is. I can definitely follow up with our returns team because I think they would handle that specifically, and what that would look like for the return label as well. But
I guess that if we can reconfigure the question is because maybe one way for this to work, if it's no, it's a no, it's okay. But let's say, can I just come in and say, hey, I want to ship an item from this place, this address to that address. Can I
yeah.
just can I do
Hmm.
that within
Yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you could
so
do
if you ever
that.
need to, yeah, so all you do is plug in the address of that you originally sent it to from the client, I guess, or the customer, and then put back your warehouse and you're good to go. So you can enjoy those savings on the way back, not just on the way to the customer, but also on the way back. That's pretty good. Somebody's asking here, Jamie Moorhead is asking if we have multiple Walmart stores in Goflow, how do we have unique do we need to set up unique SWW for each one? Yes. So for each store that you have, like I showed earlier, you're gonna go into the settings and then set it up for each one as a carrier, not a problem. Fairly easy to do. It should take you a few moments, so it should be good to go. Um, okay, here's another question. Here is SWW available for anything that's outside of Walmart, or is it really strictly for Walmart orders?
It would just be for Walmart orders. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so that's good. Jamie is following up. Jamie is hot today. It's good. So I want to make sure each Walmart company is paying for its own shipping. Not sure how this is handled. Setting up ship with Walmart on our main Walmart store for now. I think the way it works. Let me answer this. If I'm wrong, let me know, Neil. So um, I guess it just charges your Seller Center account, Jamie. So it should not be an issue. It's not like you need to have a different one credit card for all of them or separate. It just deducts from your Walmart Seller Center account. So it's kind of built into the system. All you got to do is add Ship with Walmart as an option for you on the storefront level within GoFlow or within Seller Center if you like. And then as you utilize the rates and shop for them, it just deducts it from your revenue, let's call it, or the deposit that you get from the marketplace. Did I get it correctly, Neil? Or
Yeah, yeah, everything should be integrated through your Walmart account. So you'd purchase labels through Walmart. It would all live in one place. So
nice, guys. If there's more, speak up now or forever. No, just kidding. You can always follow up after, not a problem. But I'm gonna run with the next one here. So here's another one here. If I have an issue with ship with Walmart, how do I contact for help and support? What's kind of the most recommended
yeah,
utility on that?
yeah. If there's anything in particular, we have that SWW at Walmart.com email for any inquiries that our customer support team maybe can't solve or you're not getting a response from. That's an inbox that I have access to, as well as several of my teammates we're monitoring. So that's definitely an option should you have any questions regarding the label purchasing process, or if there's something that we discussed today that maybe you think of later on, feel free to reach out to that email, and we'll be looking to get some feedback. So
Got it. So once again, instead of kind of going to Sell Center and try to get any support from there, it's better to just hit up directly with the email level. You can put maybe the order number or tracking number or anything like that, and you guys can step in and help out. Yeah.
yep, that's correct.
Nice. Okay, so that concludes kind of the FAQ that I had on my side, and I'll give you guys another moment to plug in another question if you have on the Q&A side. Because if not, we can start kind of wrapping things up here and giving you guys some time back from the top of the hour. But feel free to let me know, Akari, questions, thoughts on your side, Neil, Chelsea from my team. This
Yeah.
was a yeah. Go
I think
ahead.
that's great, and I think like if you had access to the Marketplace Learn Guide, if you're already on Marketplace, that's a great resource. For example, one of the questions around like, hey, how do I get like for labels I don't use, right? Like how do I get refund? There's some information around there. Basically, right, you only get charged for the label when you mark the order as shipped. And if you don't use it, you get refunded. It takes about 14 to 30 days to appear in your account, and any adjustments in whether in form of credit or debit to labels charges typically take 2 to 3 weeks. But all that information, all those like common questions and answers are all going to be in Marketplace Learn, and you should use that as a source of truth for anything, all things ship with Walmart. So that's
Yeah,
my additional input.
yeah, and we'll continue. We're continuing to kind of update those articles as we continue to grow this program as well. So, um, if it's something that you don't see, like we're always kind of adding to our Learn portfolio as well. So,
Got it. I do have a question here. I think it's might be a little bit half baked, so we're trying to kind of squeeze some value out of it if it's any help. So the question is that the seller is selling really bulky stuff. He's saying, the average is around 20 by 20 by 24 in size, which is I guess bulky and outside the standard levels. The seller's saying that he finds Walmart shipping prices, I guess, a bit too high. Is there anything that could be done with that? So my reply to that would be is you mentioning the regular rates that are available, or did you try yet to shop with the ship with Walmart rates? If you haven't, try that out. So if you can give us that input, if it's you found the shipping with Walmart rates higher than others, that would be a good input. I doubt it, but we're happy to take a look into the data, and I'm sure Neil does as well. But if you haven't tried ship with Walmart yet, try that out. And if you find those rates suitable for you, go, use it and enjoy it. Okay, so hopefully that helps out. And if you want to provide that extra input, let us know. Okay, we got Joel Hirsch here asking. He just plugged in the dimensions on Walmart shipping calculator, and it shows 471. But when I check on Goflow, it sees 627 on the same dims. Okay, so we're gonna have to look into that specific one, Joel. So feel free to reach out to support at goflow.com that I showed earlier. It could be that might need a tweak here and there to make sure that's really one-to-one input on the data, so it comes up with the same output. It should be. So happy to have our team kind of drill down and see what's going on, and then once that's configured, then hopefully the next orders on the list will be streamlined in the right way. So thank you for that. That's really helpful. So I think the thing earlier with the rates is they're saying that it was shipped with Walmart. So yeah, so reach out via email to the SWW at Walmart.com. Ask for Neil so you can look into that. Take screenshots, show them how somebody's beating Walmart with the rates, because Walmart is competitive and Walmart is more than serious about beating anything. So whatever they can do with that, they'll do it. But just keep in mind as a caveat, don't just try one, try like 10 of them and see statistically what's going on. If 50, 60, 70% is going in the favor ship with Walmart, that's good enough to know. But regardless, we mentioned earlier, you can always shop around. So may the best rate win. This is just another layer. You're not committing. It's not a wedding. It's not a lifetime thing. It's just another option. So keep that in mind, and always have the flexibility within your mindset going with that. I can share that on the Goflow side. This is kind of cooking in the back end. When you use Goflow on the shipping module, because right now it's a drop-down menu. You can go check the ship with Walmart, and then you're gonna be able to check out your direct carrier integration. But at some point, we're gonna have our system kind of bring up the top ones. So for each specific order, this is the specific customization of location, zip code, weights and dimensions, and weight. It will kind of automatically, instead of you checking it out from the drop-down menu, it will just automate everything so you can see the best options across all the options that you have. And if ship with Walmart typically wins, you go for it. If whatever reason it doesn't win that option, no problem at all. There's no hard feelings. It's really the idea is here for you to know this is an option you could utilize, and when it's in your favor and helps you win. So if you want to win, go for it. That's kind of the thesis there. All right, that's great. I'll give you guys another moment for any other last moment QA, but if they don't come, we're gonna start wrapping it up. Just as a recap, once again, you understand what a Walmart is, we all know, but more on the selling side, the ship with Walmart options, how it feels and looks like, the benefits, and then how it feels and looks like with the Goflow. And then you have the ability to join the new seller savings if you need another account or a brand new account. And of course, if you need a free account with Goflow to put all together, you can do it. So yeah, I think that's all I got on my side. So Neil, thank you very much. Akari, thank you very much. Chelsea, thank you very much. And mostly thank you everybody for joining us today. We are recording this, so whoever missed it or had to go in the middle, not a problem. We're going to be sharing it out. So wishing you a great selling season ahead. This is December 2025. All the best. Good luck. And thank you again for coming. So I'm going to stop the recording in 3, 2, 1.